We're back. You're going away.
Ah!
Welcome back. B&C Co-op Theater playing Darksiders, Halloween, blah blah blah. Anyway, I think I have to hit them both in one shot.
Yeah, you're probably right. So anyway,
I should have known, and I did know, and that's why I came.
do you want to talk more about Silverhawks?
Silverhawks. I always like the toys.
Yeah.
Because both the villains and the heroes, everything was like super shiny. And of course, I was ADD as a kid, so shiny. But they were all like chromed out.
I don't remember the.
There was one guy who was like, and they all had like silver hair
Yeah.
and shit. There was a chick. There was the main guy. They all had the thing that killed me though. So they had these awesome like power suits, right? Except for their right hand.
For some reason.
I mean, even their faces, they could put down a mask, and it looked cool. Then we got to talk about mask. I think we did, but I'm gonna talk about it again. But the bad guy was named Monstar.
Yep.
He was a gangster, an evil gangster.
An evil space gangster.
Yeah, it was real inventive.
I never had any of the hero toys. I just had the.
But he just like Mum
the
Rock
villains.
transformed. But he rode a giant mechanical space squid.
As
God,
you do.
it really sounds like I'm on drugs when I explain these things. Like, if you have no context to them. Like, actually, I have a really fun story about this. So, when I was, back in my heyday, when I was working at a retailer, I'm not even gonna say its name. Actually, it doesn't exist anymore. I can say it, right?
Yeah, you can say it.
Okay, I used to work at Circuit City, before it went completely belly up. And I worked the small electronics part because I wanted anything to do with video games, and that was my way of doing it. All it did was really give me access to what was coming out, and I blew half my paycheck on video games. That's why I have such an extensive like PS2 and Xbox collection. Not beyond that.
Right.
But anyway, the story was basically I was at the front counter talking to one of the cashier chicks, and cashier peoples. And I was explaining to them why they need to play Katamari Damacy.
Yeah.
Right next to the checkout counter, right behind it, is the little glass room where the store manager can keep watch over the entire store. The store manager was up in there at the time. I didn't know he was up there, and I was explaining the concept of Katamari Damacy to a coworker, and he came down and he goes, "What drugs are you on, and where can I get some?" Like, he really thought I had like one hell of a fucking drug trip. But if you think about it, that game is kind of like a horrible drug trip.
It's kind of like an amazing drug trip.
Yeah. Maybe not horrible. You need one more sword.
Yeah, I do.
Broseph. Where have you not been? Here? I thought you've been
I've
here.
been in there.
Yeah, you have.
I haven't been back to the Beholder door. I'm not sure how to get
The
there.
holder door. Oh, the red eye door?
Yeah.
Should be on your right.
It's through there.
There should be a way to climb up on the sides. There is. Right there.
Oh,
see?
okay, got it. My favorite villain from Silverhawks was Molecular, because he could change his shape.
Oh, but he looks stupid!
Well,
I know.
they all look fucking stupid.
I mean, it's not any worse than Jackal Man from frickin' Thundercats.
I was kind of disappointed with his toy, though, because it was just like his arms would pop off, and you could, like, put them on different places.
You know what's kind of cool, though? Okay, you know how they brought Thundercats back, like, a couple years ago?
Yeah,
It was
that's
only,
pretty
like,
good.
one season. It was good! It was decent, right?
Yeah. I would say decent.
You know who did the voice of Lion-O's father?
Who?
It was actually the original voice actor for Lion-O. In the first 2 episodes, he came back and did that voice. It was kind of cool. Homage.
That's pretty cool.
Homage.
Do you know who did Optimus Prime's voice in the Transformers movies?
Who?
I don't know, some idiot.
Peter.
It's Peter Collins. It's the guy who did
Collins.
Optimus Prime. But
Hey, you know who did Galvatron's voice in Age of Extinction?
another guy who shouldn't have lowered himself.
Frank Welker. No, Frank Welker does any voice ever. Like, that guy has been doing Fred for years. Fred from Scooby Doo.
Really?
But he also did Nibbler's voice. Like, he did a bunch of those, like the some of the like animal noises and stuff like that from Futurama.
Yeah.
So that's how I know all about this stuff, is because of the commentary from Futurama. But yeah, he's like been all over the place. He's like a legend in the voice acting community.
There are those voice acting guys who just do like 1 million voices each, right?
Like what's her name? What's her name? The one from My Little Pony, Tara Strong.
Right.
She's
God,
done
My Little
so
Pony.
many. She's actually the current voice of Harley Quinn, because the girl who used to do it for the cartoon doesn't do it anymore.
I would have said Harley Quinn, not My Little Pony. Just throwing that out there.
Liz watches My Little Pony. What do you want from me? What's your excuse? Plus,
My excuse? I don't watch My Little Pony.
I have nothing but respect for the bronies out there.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, can we really say there's anything different between us watching Transformers and them watching...
The
Whoa! Holy shit, I forgot about this! Wow! That is gross.
I'm going to assume that...
Yeah. You're going to want to chop all sorts of shit.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. But I'm pretty sure it's not a good thing. I mean, so far you're doing fine, but you're about to get cornered!
Smash!
Ah! Get out of there!
I'm using my iframes.
Iframes?
Listen, man, it's not
Oh,
important.
wait a minute. Are you talking about speedrunnings?
No.
Ooh, we should see if we can find a speedrun of this.
Really?
Well, I wonder how long it is. It's probably like 8 hours or something.
Yeah, I was like...
I've
oh,
seen
I wonder if-
speed runs of some terrible like concept games for it. Like one of them was... God, what was it? Minecraft speedrun? I'm like, really? That's not such a good one.
That I can
Whoa!
see.
Whoa!
That's like a speed run for Elder Scrolls or something.
Yeah, but Skyrim, there's some interesting glitches you can take.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like, how did they glitch it out to get there?
There was, I think, okay, I don't usually, well, yeah, I do. I try not to, call out other Let's Plays and whatnot, but I believe, oh my god, you're about to die.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
to
you
use it
have
through
a,
the menu.
I think you have one, right? There it is. Yeah! Ross from Game Grumps actually did a decent, or not Game Grumps, I'm sorry, Steam Train, did a decent run through where he was showing some of the glitches, and one of them's like if you hold an item and you can like warp through certain walls or gates and stuff that you're not supposed to. Yeah, in Skyrim, so you can kind of bypass entire quests to get keys and shit.
Yeah.
You can like rip through like half the quest line in like no time flat. I think he ended up beating the game at level 1.
There's all sorts of glitches like that in those games.
Right, but I mean it was kind of entertaining to watch just to see like what it was like, because I played the crap out of Skyrim. I loved it.
So bad.
When a speed run for a game is like 8 hours, it's
Yeah,
impressive.
it's
It's impressive, I'm sure, and it takes a lot of dedication. But Jesus Christ, that's a long time.
But Jesus Christ, give me the goddamn highlight reel. By the way, there's a health chest directly behind him, so if you get in trouble again.
Okay.
I don't like this.
What's wrong?
Oh!
Give me that.
Apparently the jailer has just lost his jail. Oh! The fuck is that? No! Don't you CPR him?
Live, damn it,
Uh-oh.
live!
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Ah! That's not
He's got
really...
a little zombie comb over.
Kind of wish they'd make a next gen one of these. But
Yeah.
THQ is gone, so
Somebody bought the rights to this, I'm sure.
probably not. If not, somebody else will eventually, and then it'll be like, oh, we're bringing it back, and it's not at all what you thought it was. Now it's DMC. You're like, no,
Good. DMC is good.
no,
Yeah.
no,
Yep.
no.
You don't know because you don't like good things.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Really?
But yeah, I really like that game.
Really?
I like everything that Ninja Theory does.
Oh, good for you. You also like everything From Software does.
That's not true because they've made like 800 games.
You can like them all. You're such a fanboy. You know what? I find that really entertaining.
What?
The concept of
take
loyalty,
this.
brand loyalty in gaming, and how like lopsided it is. Like I understand what it was back in the day. No, that actually will help you out.
Yeah.
Like it comes from the concept of like when you're a kid, your parents are most likely not going to buy you multiple systems, right?
Right.
Like this at least was very prominent back in the 80s. Because I don't know about your parents, but mine were not exactly keen on me playing video games all day. They wanted me outside. They wanted me to do something like
I'm poisoned. Yeah.
with my life as opposed to just
And I was
Oh,
like,
don't you
screw
want to
you.
use your spinny blade on the big tall guy because you can keep him at bay?
Spinning blade. Oh, that's right. Let's try.
Hey, look at that! Strategery! But so a lot of people had. I mean, we had this like when we were over at a friend's house. You had one game system,
Yeah,
right? And
the
then
most part.
you go over to a friend's house, and then they'd have a different game system.
potentially.
Or if they had the same one, you were like, "Yeah, we have something else in common." Oh, you have Nintendo too? Cool. What games do you have? And then you go over
That's
to
what we
one
sounded like
friend's
as kids.
house, and it's like, "Oh, you have Turbo Graphics? What is this?
What the fuck is this?
I don't know how to play this."
You play
I'm
Month
not-
Adventures?
Where's Mario? Mario's not on this. Oh, I don't know about this. But so it became really big, especially with Nintendo and Genesis, right? Or Sega, Nintendo and Sega.
The console wars?
Yeah, the console wars. But this day and age, apparently most like I was watching something. I was watching a documentary on video games. And they were talking about the average age of a gamer. What do you think it is?
Probably something like 30.
Yes,
Ah, fuck!
that is
Really?
absolutely right.
Yeah, it's skewing way older now.
Yeah,
also
and the
skewing,
average gamer has 2 systems in his household.
Yeah.
Now, as I look around, I have 2 on the floor.
Wait, just 2 overall or 2 like current?
I don't know. The statistic wasn't
Yeah.
really. They don't sit there and like delve into it.
Right.
But I mean, that's not that unheard of. You have like, I know last gen I had them all. I had the Wii 360 and the PS3. Now I just have the PS4, but I can see potentially getting an Xbox One at one point.
Yeah. I mean, that concept still exists. You tend to buy one system and you do develop kind of a loyalty to it, if only because
Right.
you kind of want to justify your purchase.
Right. You want to feel that much more warranted in your. Oh, you're gonna have to light torches.
Yeah.
In your choice, you want to feel that much more. Yeah, justified.
Yeah.
Hey, you said it best.
Because they're fucking expensive, and you build
Especially-
up a library of
Actually,
games for it.
I wouldn't say this day and age, but they've always been kind of expensive.
Well, yeah.
I was looking back at like the inflated prices, and Jesus Christ, man, some of these systems like were super fucking expensive. Like the Atari 2600.
Yeah.
Okay, we think of it as like, a piece of shit at this point, right? We're like, oh god, it's terrible graphics. It's like beep, bap, bap. It was like computer rape. That's what the sound effects were. But at the time, it was like $500.
Yeah.
Or like $400, something outrageously high.
I don't know where
Like
that appeared.
somebody would have shelled
Okay.
that out in like late 70s.
Right. There's some that were like adjusted for inflation, like $1,000.
Oh god, yeah. And then there's ones that weren't adjusted for inflation, like the fucking Neo Geo.
Yeah.
That was $1,000. Each game was $250. And if I remember correctly from the AVGN video, it weighed about 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Because they were literally the arcade board in a cartridge. So you'd have true arcade experience if you're a rich motherfucker. Okay. Here's an interesting quiz. Did you ever know anybody who had a Neo Geo?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I always saw them in magazines being like, Who could afford that?
What kid went to their parents and said, I want to play the true arcade experience of Samurai Showdown?
I want to play Metal Slug in its most pure form. Now, I can respect that, but god damn, who had that kind of money?
Adult
Maybe it just
collectors, I
didn't-
guess.
I guess. Or like that kid from
Are you
that
dying?
Richard Pryor movie where he like owns him, or whatever that is.
Oh yeah,
that
12
one
Years
that's
a
like
Slave.
yeah, exactly. Django Unchained, Pryor Unchained.
Oh man.
You know which one I'm talking about, though, right? The toy.
Yeah.
Wasn't it called the toy?
I think so.
It was horrible. Like if you think about it, the concept was okay. This kid basically owns this black man, but I don't know.
Well,
It's-
there's brand loyalty, and then there's also like, this developer or whatever makes games that I like. I'm probably gonna like future games that they make.
yeah.
So maybe I buy them sight unseen. Like, I know that pretty much any game Bungie makes, I'm going to enjoy.
Same with me and Blizzard.
Because historically, that's been the case.
I think the only Blizzard game I haven't gotten at this point that they've made in the last like 20 years, and I'm including like the Super Nintendo games, like Rock and Roll Racing and Blackthorn. Those are all cool in their own element. Lost Vikings.
Lost Vikings. They're all really good.
Yeah, they're good. The only one I haven't gotten is Heroes of the Storm because it's basically a MOBA, and I am terrible at MOBAs.
Right.
Actually, I don't even know if I'm bad. I have no patience to actually learn them. And those are one of those you have to get good. Get good, noob. Get good. Gitgud.
I am good. That's not true.
Get good. Or get gone.
How are we doing on time? Should we hold off on going through this?
Yeah, let's
door?
find out what's through that door next time. Because we'll find out what those things on the wall do. Wait, we know what they do.
Oh, next time.
Where is that?
It
Ah!
boomeranged on me.